I'm Cole Bartiromo with NewsBall. NewsBall is offering $25,000 for the capture of the killer of the quadruple massacre of 4 college students in Moscow, Idaho. $50,000 if the surviving roommates Dylan Mortenson and Bethany Funke will give us an interview. We'll let you say whatever you want to say. You can address any of the suspicions or all of them. Set the record straight or simply proclaim your innocence and say that you loved your friends and you would never hurt them. You could theorize on why the killer walked right past your bedrooms and spared you guys. I mean, you must be going through an absolute mindfuck. It's really trippy to think about. I can't imagine how much more intense it is for you. Like, it's tripping me out thinking about it nonstop. So, feel free to interview with NewsBall and help contribute to the reward that we are now posting. And we are hoping it's going to inspire the parents of the victims to pool together all the GoFundMes. There's over $100,000 in GoFundMes for the 4 victims. Pull it together, along with the Idaho police, and let's make this a $500,000 reward. Someone knows who the killer is, and they will give them up for the right amount. Let's end this now. I got involved, not for clout, attention, none of that. NewsBall's already legitimate and established. We heard all the hate, all the trolls with the murder of Skylar Neese investigation that we did, and we were validated when we got on Dateline NBC and the Dr. Phil show as the correspondent after getting exclusive footage of the killer and the victim and interviews that no one else could get. This story got my attention instantly, within hours, the first day. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I'm not all these web sleuths. I'm fully invested and willing to drive to Idaho to interview whoever's willing to do an interview, especially the surviving roommates. This got my attention from the first hour because the cops inexcusably, inexplicably proclaimed the community safe. The students didn't believe it. They've been fleeing. How can you say that the public is safe when there is a quadruple killer on the loose? Just because you think it's targeted, even if it's targeted. Maybe they have a whole hit list of other people they want to get revenge on and target. That was mind-blowing that the police could make such a bad decision and proclaim the community is safe, which they've since backpedaled on. So that got my attention instantly because that was unheard of. Second, I've never heard of a murder story not say how the victims died. It's like, nothing to see here, 4 dead college students. We don't know who it is. Public safe. We're not going to tell you how they died. Nothing to see here. The basics of every news story says how they died. So that was shocking. It took till day 2 for them to say they were stabbed to death. And the fact that there's been no reward, it's mind-blowing as well. It's inexcusable. Everyone should be coordinating their efforts and pooling together a reward. So NewsBall is starting it off. This is real cash, verifiable at the end of this video. Now where's everybody else to step up? All that GoFundMe money, put it in. The police, you guys screwed this up from the beginning and wasted valuable time and took days for the FBI to get involved. You all need to contribute. This should be $1 million reward. The LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department, they put out a $250,000 reward to catch the killer of Brianna Kupfer, the UCLA student that was stabbed to death in the furniture store. On day 5, it was $50,000. On day 6, it was $250,000. They got the killer. Like on day 7 or 8, someone spotted him just walking down the sidewalk because he's a psycho homeless BLMer. Kylie Rodney, the 16-year-old girl that vanished from a party of 300 people at a campfire up in Truckee, California. There is also a $75,000 reward for her by the 7th day and increased by the 9th day. Here we have 4 Brianna Coopers, 4 Kylie Rodneys, 4 beautiful young college students in a area that has not had a murder since 2015. And a little side note, 92% white. Wow, how about that? No crime in a city of 92% white. How about that? Maybe the Democrats can learn something about no bail and crime going up everywhere because minorities, Mexicans and blacks, oh, it's racist to make them pay a bail. So they get out and they commit more crimes, huh? And look at Moscow, Idaho. While I hate the name of it, gotta change that name. What an exemplary city of how there's no crime, and it's not a coincidence what the demographics is made up of. But anyways, I digress. Where is the reward, people? Moscow, the mayor, the police, all of Idaho. It's not like you gotta set a precedent here. You don't have murders. You got to go all in on this one. You have 4 dead college students. You screwed up over and over again. Who knows what to believe? You're now ruling out the roommates. Well, you've been wrong on a bunch of other things. And like that Kylie Rodney case, the police searched all the area. They said, nope, she's not here. Then a private dive team found her in her car, dead, underwater. So, we love the police. Fuck BLM. But Uvalde police, and now these police in Moscow, they're wrong. They've been screwing this up since day one. Phone shut off, that's disappointing. This would have been one take. All the people that cut, got 50 little short clips. They don't know what they want to say. Now, back to my final point. There's a feeling of the cops being coy and playing games, that they're hiding something, and not for the integrity of the investigation. Everyone understands you got to keep some cards close to your chest, not to tip off the killer, and to keep info that only the killer would know. Yeah, we get all that. But coy as in, for example, this whole 911 call situation. Like, just stop already. Just say who called 911, okay? Because the 911 caller knows that the cops know that it's him or her, okay? So why are they just being coy and not telling us who the 911 caller is? We know it was from Bethany or Dylan's phone, one of the surviving roommates' phone, but it wasn't the surviving roommates that called. You know what I think it is? This is my instinct. This is my gut theory. Bethany or Dylan is a sugar baby, okay? Nothing wrong with that. And they had over a sugar daddy, and this sugar daddy is some prominent businessman in the area, and the cops are trying to save him some embarrassment. So they're just deciding to keep some information like that from the public. Otherwise, just come out with it already. Who's the 911 caller? Everyone needs to be scrutinized, you know? And hey, cops, the public, web sleuths, NewsBall, sometimes other people do your job for you. You know, that nightclub last night in Colorado that had 5 dead, 25 injured, cops showed up and 2 heroes stopped the gunman. So, no, we don't just leave it to the cops, okay? The public can solve crimes. Kylie Rodney, that mystery was solved by a private dive team because the cops couldn't find her. And Uvalde, nobody, the cops definitely didn't save any of those kids. Shooter got them all. Cops went in when it was all done. Because they're cowards on that one. So don't give me all this, stay out of it, let the cops do their job. The cops don't always do their job. And on this one, warning signs from day one. So we're not going to trust them again. We'll trust other police departments. But when you give a reason to doubt you, no. NewsBall steps in. This is such a one-of-a-kind story and tragedy, and it's disgusting me. And you know, I don't even want to be doing stories right now. I have other things to be doing. I'm retired. Okay? See? This is all legit. The reward is legit. My passion for this is legit. I want to solve this mystery, this tragedy. I want to bring that killer to justice. Who the hell does this piece of shit think he is? Hey, fucking killer, you want to come and break in tonight? Hey, text me. And anyone that has an exclusive interview to give me and dirt on someone or a lead, 858-333-8888. You got that? 858-333-8888. And that's for the killer. Why don't you text me saying, hey, what's your address, Cole? And you could come and try to kill me, stab me in the middle of the night, and take all this money. At least there would be some purpose for you, huh? What a stupid idiot you are. So come and kill me and try to take all my money. And whoever's protecting, because this killer is not keeping this secret to themselves. Someone knows this killer. How much is it going to take, huh? I'm going to start this big reward. The parents of the victims, pool your money together. The police department, you owe it to put in $500K from the city, from your fund. FBI should be putting in a huge amount. And this should be $1 million reward. But for now, looks like NewsBall starting it off. $25,000, and if Bethany Funke and Dylan Mortenson want to hit me up and do an interview, I'll drive 20 hours to Idaho, and we could sit down, and you can say anything you want, everything you want. I want to be on your side. Don't you think it looks so sketchy and so suspicious that you don't notice a massacre happen, which we get, you were sleeping or this or that, but the irony and the insanity and how bad it makes you look, Gen Z and the whole get the phone out of your hand thing. You don't notice the massacre, even blood just dripping and soaking everywhere the whole next day, and you never called. But you noticed Instagram noise instantly, and you see our pleas, you see what we're saying, you see what everyone's saying. Now, how would an innocent college girl not come out and just say, I didn't kill my friends, fuck off? How could you not at least say that? What, lawyering up? Like what, if you say something, like it could be used against you? Like seriously? Nothing would be able to stop me from screaming and making a statement of innocence, of this is what I'm freaked out like everybody else, and I'm tripped out, and I don't have an explanation, I don't know the theory, I don't know why we were spared, it's some Final Destination shit. Just say that. How you could see these questions and requests for an interview and you won't just make a statement? It's just like, it's inexcusable. It's just make a statement and then everyone will be satisfied. And you didn't, and it looks sketchy, and it's inexcusable. All the things, all these different things are inexcusable with this case, and it's driving me crazy, and I won't rest. I'm not getting sleep. I'm pissed at this story. I'm disgusted about it, and I'm sad for the parents and the loved ones and the families of the 4 victims. And I'm going to do everything I can do with this reward and going up to Idaho next to just keep putting pressure and maybe mindfuck the killer if you're watching, or whoever's watching that knows the killer. You better turn them in now before you don't get anything at all. It's a matter of time before the killer's caught, so you might as well get some money while you can out of it. And it's tax-free. It's just cash. All right? So 858-333-8888. That's the NewsBall text line, or info@newsball.com. All right. Thank you. I hate that there's a third take. This isn't that important, but go over to NewsBall's Instagram if you're still watching this and look at our story highlights about this. See the progression. See how since the first hours of the first day we've been screaming bloody murder at the cops' screw-ups, demanding that they retract their statement that the public is safe. We've been screaming bloody murder about how the mass media is ignoring this story. For the first 2 days, all the mass media was showing were the 3 football players in Virginia that were shot to death, totally ignoring this story. We were so outraged that they weren't giving any airtime to this quadruple massacre, which has unbelievable elements, so tragic and so shocking, out of a horror movie. This has never been seen before. And so nothing but true emotion is invested in this. And it goes to show, like, the YouTube account, NewsBalls, isn't even monetized. I forget to even plug the Instagram, but go check it out just to prove the point of how seriously invested, for all the right reasons, we are. Super passionate, super angry about this, and we back up our talk with hard cash. And we got a website. and social media. And I'm here. All you little anonymous people doing shit memes, talking shit, hating on little Reddit forums, yeah, direct it somewhere else. Not at NewsBall. Not at me. Because this is legit. Skylar Neese murder, we blew the lid off of that case. We're going to maybe do it here too. See you in Idaho. Hopefully this reward inspires people way more capable than us to throw down huge amounts. It is mind-blowing. It is inexcusable that there is not $1 million, $5 million, the biggest reward in the history of America for this quadruple massacre that is out of a slasher horror movie. How the hell is there no reward coordinated yet? It's absolutely disgusting. I'm outraged by it. So here we are. Here I am. See you in Idaho.